Welcome to Estibella Design, where I share detailed cutting and sewing tutorials. In my last video, I shared a detailed tutorial on how to cut and sew a baggy trouser. Today, we are going to be learning how to sew this beautiful baggy short. I also have the tutorial for my kimono top on this channel, so you can go check it out later. Now, let's get into class. So these are my sewing tools. I'll also be using 1/2 inch elastic, but I'll show you that in the middle of the video. So this is the Ankara I'm going to be using. I'll be needing 1.5 yard of Ankara. So I folded my fabric and I've drawn a starting point line. This is going to serve as our waistline. So now I'm going to be removing 2 inches because we are going to be needing a band of 2 inches. So whatever measurement I'm going to be taking, I'm going to be removing 2 inches. So the length of my short is 20 inches and I added 1.5 inch allowance for hemming the bottom. So I'm just going to mark that 20 inches, then I'm going to draw a line across. So that's going to be the hem of my short. So the next thing to mark is my crotch depth. So to get my crotch depth is my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5. So whatever I'm marking, like I said earlier, I'm going to be removing 2 inches. So for me, when I did my calculation, I got 12 inches. Hip divided by 4 plus 1.5, I got 12 inches. So I marked the 12 inches and I'll draw the line across. So this is my crotch depth. So now I'm going to go up from this my crotch depth by 3 inches. I'll go up 3 inches. That will become my hip line. I'll draw it across and it will serve as our hip line. Now from the top line, I have my waistline, my hip line, my crotch depth line, and the hem line. So that is all the vertical measurement. Now let's mark all our horizontal measurements. The first horizontal measurement I'll mark is my hip divided by 4. I'll mark it on my crotch depth line. My hip divided by 4 is 10.25. I'll mark it, then I'll add 1.5 inch because this is not a fitted short. So I'll take everything I have there now plus the 1.5 inch, everything. It will give me 11.75. I'll take it and I'll mark it on my waistline. Then I'll connect it with a straight line just like this. Do you get it? Good. So the next thing I want to do is to mark my crotch extension. For me to get my crotch extension is my hip measurement divided by 16. This is not a fitted short. Again, like I said, so that's why we are dividing our hip by 16. So I got 2.5. So I'm going to mark 2.5 right there. Now I'm going to connect it with a curve to my hip line, just like this. I hope you get it. It's very simple. To make a baggy short is very simple. So now I'm going to connect it straight down. But if you don't want the line to be straight, whatever you have on that crotch depth line, what I'm measuring now, just minus 1 from it. You can minus 1 or minus 2, then place the value on your hem line, then connect it just to give it a slant so that that place will not just be straight. That's what I did there. So now I'll come to my waist. I will add 1/2 inch to the top so that I can use it to join my band. So I'm just going to add 1/2 inch, connect it, then we'll cut out. The front is done. It's as simple as that. So let me cut out. Okay, so I'm slitting open the part that was unfold. So this is our back, this is our front, sorry. Now I'm pinning it together. I'm bringing in another fabric so that we can use it to cut the back. So when you are bringing in the fabric for the back, it's going to be a little bigger. At the top, make sure there is space at the top, and at the side here, make sure there is space. You can see it. Let everything align, but let there be space at the top and at the crotch area. You see it. So now I'm going to draw all my line out. I'm drawing out the crotch line. I'm drawing out the hip line, and I'm drawing out the waistline. So just draw out all this line because we are going to be doing a little manipulation to get the back. So now the first thing I want to do is to mark my crotch extension for the back. So I'm going to be using 2.5, exactly what we use as the crotch extension for the front. So I'm adding 2.5. Note where I'm marking it from. I'm marking it from where the crotch extension of the front ended. That's where I marked it. So I'll come to the hip line and I will add 2 inches. I'll mark 2 inches at that part. On the waistline, I'm not going to mark anything. I will just go up by 2 inches from the end of the front. I'll go up by 2 inches. You see, I'm extending the back by 2 inches. So the up of the back is going to be higher than the front with 2 inches. Do you see it? Now I'll connect it to the waistline. Did you see what I did? I went up by 2 inches and I connected it straight with a slant line to meet the waistline. Do you get it? Okay, so now I'm going to draw a curve. Do you see how I'm drawing the curve to meet the new crotch extension for the back? Please note, I did not add anything on the waistline. The waistline, I maintained the waistline of the front, but on the hip line, I came out by 2 inches. Then on the crotch depth, I came out by 2.5, and now I'm connecting everything. Good. So now on the hem, I'm going to add 2 inches from there, 2 inches. Then I'll connect it to my 2.5 at the crotch extension there, just like that. Good. So we are done. It's as simple as that. I'm just going to cut through like this. Just cut through and we are done. I'm just showing you everything. So guys, let's cut out. Good. Did you see what I did? This is very simple. So we are done cutting. Now let's start sewing. So what I'll do next, okay, I want to mark where my pocket is going to be for the front. So this, I'm going to be using a simple pocket here. If you want that detailed pocket, you can check my baggy trouser, but this one is just going to be an inseam pocket. So I marked 1 inch down, then I marked the opening of the pocket, which is 7 inches. That's what I'm notching there, so that by the time I want to put the pocket, it will be easy for me to locate where to place my pocket. This is going to be a very simple pocket. So I'm notching the folding line to the hemline so that when I'm folding the bottom, it will be easy for me. So guys, let's start sewing. So this is the fabric I'll be using for the pocket. I'm just going to place my hand on it, then just draw a simple pocket. I'm going to mark the opening. You know, I use 7 inches for the opening of the pocket, so I'm just marking that 7 inches. Then I'll place my hand and just draw the shape of my hand and I'll cut it out. That is what we are going to be used for the pocket. Like I said earlier, if you want that very beautiful pocket, you can check my baggy trouser tutorial. You will find how to do that other type of pocket. This one is just a simple pocket. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of it. I'll keep it aside, then I'll bring my short so that we can start joining. So this is the front and the back. I'll go to my sewing machine now and join on the crotch. The 2 back is together and the 2 front is together. I'm going to sew by 1/2 inch, just the way I'm marking it. I'll go to my machine and sew 1/2 inch on the crotch. You see it? Let me sew it and I'll bring it back to show you. So guys, I've sewn it. Please don't mind the paper on this fabric. I'm going to use iron to iron it out after I finish sewing. So just ignore the paper. So I'm going to place my pocket on it. That part that I notch, that 1/2 inch part that I notch, I'm going to place my pocket right side facing right side like this. So I'll use 1/2 inch. I'll go to my machine now. I'll use 1/2 inch to sew it. So let me use my pin to just hold it first. I'll sew it with 1/2 inch. I'll put on the other side too. You see it? I'll make sure you put it on that part you notch. So I'll go to my sewing machine. I'll sew 1/2 inch. I'll do the same thing for the back too. Just like this, I'll place the pocket on it. This is the back. I'll place the pocket on it too, just like I did for the front, and I will go to my sewing machine to sew it. I was just telling you that I'll take care of the paper later. So guys, let me go and sew them. I've sewn all the pockets. They are neatly sewn now. So the next thing I want to do is to bring both the front and the back together. Then we'll join by the side. We'll join by the side with 1/2 inch. So I'll start from the top. I'll sew and enter into the pocket area, just like this. You see it? Just like this. I'll sew, go down. I'll do it for both sides. So let me go and do it and I'll come back to show you what next to do. So guys, I've sewn it. I've sewn the sides. So the next thing I want to do is to hem the bottom, the down of our short. So I'm going to hem it. I left 1.5 inch, so I'm going to fold 1/2 inch, then fold 1 inch, so that I can exhaust the 1.5 inch allowance I left at the bottom. So I'll do it for both legs. After folding the hem, the next thing I'll do is to sew the crotch area. You see it. After I have done the bottom, after I've folded the bottom, I'll go ahead and sew the crotch area like this. Sew it neatly like this. Good. So let me do that and I'll come back to show you what to do. So guys, it's time to make our band for our short. It's going to be a 2 inches band and we're going to be using 1/2 inch elastic, and it's going to also have a drawstring. This band is so beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure everything I have on the waist of my short. So I'll measure round. When I measure round, I got 46 inches. So this 46 inches, I'm going to mark it on this material I will use for the band, and I'll add 1 inch allowance to sew. So now the width of this fabric is 5 inches, while the length is that 46 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Do you understand? So I'm going to fold it together and I'll mark out that 1 inch allowance that I left. So I have marked that 1 inch allowance. Now I'm going to sew, but pay attention to where I'm going to sew. I'm going to mark 1/2 inch first. I will sew that 1/2 inch, then I will leave 2 inches in the middle, 2 inches, then I will sew the remaining 2.5. You know the width of this fabric is 5 inches. So I'm going to sew half, leave 2 inches, then sew 2.5 inches. Do you understand? Okay, I'm showing you the width of the fabric is 5 inches. So let me go ahead and do that. So I've sewn it. This is what it looks like after sewing it. Please follow what I said though. Now I'm going to fold in this allowance, that allowance that is there. I'm going to fold it in and sew it so that that place will be neat. So after sewing it, this is what it will look like. So guys, you see I've top stitched it. Now look our opening, that 2 inches opening. Now I will fold it into two. I will fold our band into two like this. Do you see it? I'll fold it into two neatly. Make sure you arrange it very well. Make sure you fold it very well and arrange it. And after doing that, you will notice that that opening will be at the front here. Let me show you the opening. The opening will just be at the center. Make sure the opening, that 2 inches opening that you left, you see it? That is what is at the center there now. Do you understand? So the next thing I want to do now is to go to my sewing machine and secure the bottom. That bottom, I will sew a line to hold, I will sew to hold it. After sewing that part, then I will sew 2 more lines. I'll share that part equally, then sew 2 more lines. By the time I sew 2 more lines, that means I have created 3 opening. Do you understand? If you sew after securing the bottom, just secure the bottom, then sew 2 more lines. When you sew 2 more lines, you will have 3 casing. So now I have sewn the lines. I have 3 casing there. So one casing is going to be for the first casing is going to be for elastic. Second casing is going to be for our drawstring, and the last casing is going to be for our elastic. So now this is the elastic. I'm passing it on the first casing. So the elastic, I just minus 3 inches from my waist measurement. That's what I used. Now I'm going to secure it by tying it. You can either secure it by tying it or stitching it. Just stitch it together. So I love to tie it because I feel it's more secured. It will never lose or cut. So I'm going to drag it, then make sure that I can cut the excess, then push the rest in. After pushing it in, then I will go for the second, that's the middle line. So the middle casing is going to go for our drawstring, that's our rope. So now I'm going to pass my rope on this middle casing, the middle casing. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm passing the drawstring into the middle casing. So guys, I've done that. Now for the last casing, I'm going to pass my elastic again, just like I passed the first casing. So now I'm going to pass my elastic round. After doing that, then our 2 inches band is ready. See how beautiful. I love this elastic band. It's so versatile. It's so beautiful. It's super beautiful. So guys, I've passed in my elastic on the last casing. I'm going to tie it, then push it in. Then all we need to do is to attach our elastic band into our trouser, into our short, sorry. So guys, See how beautiful this thing is now. Biko, tell me it's fine. If you have watched up to this level and you have not subscribed to my channel, and you have not clicked on the like button, oh my goodness, why now? Biko, please click on the like button now, now. Click on it. See how beautiful this band is. Now let's attach it to our trouser, to our short. Why am I always calling it trouser? Okay, let's attach it to our short now. So I'll go ahead and attach it to our short, making sure that that front aligns, that center aligns to our center of our trouser, our short again. Oh, our short. So I have attached it. Almost see how beautiful it is looking. So this brings us to the end of our tutorial. I hope you got value from it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, okay? And don't forget to tell me thank you in the comment section. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video. See me doing shakara. Bye, guys.